In the last episode, we explored Santa Marta, and this week's episode, we trek deep into the Sierra Nevada National Park to find the lost city on a 4-day trek.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey, along for the ride. Ho, hey, I'll stay by your side. Ho.
So today we're heading off on a 4-day trek up the Sierra Nevada mountain range to the Lost City. We go with a group of other families. I think we're bringing about 3 minibuses to take us to the base camp or whatever it's called. And then we've got a 2-day trek to the Lost City and then 2-day trek back. We're all looking forward to it.
Excited! We've been driving for, I don't know, maybe an hour. I think we've got a 10-minute stop.
Did you guys bring hats?
Yep.
So we're just collecting some more trees because the idea is that when we go on this trek that we're going to plant some trees.
So we're at the beginning of the trail now. We're just getting our bags off the vans and going to have a spot lunch, I think.
We've just came up on the 4-wheel drives up here. This is the road we've got up, and now we've just stopped here and we've had our lunch, and we're all feeling quite relaxed now, ready to have a little siesta. But no, because this is where the hiking begins. So then we're going to go up here, over the bridge. I don't know where we're stopping actually. These little villages, these are Kogi villages, and up here. I know we're going to stop, I think we're going to stop here one day and maybe here one night. And then the 3rd day we walk to the top of the Lost City and come down again and stop at a village, and then I think the final day we go back. Something like that.
That we are going to take care of you like our family. Yeah, you need to be very friend of them.
I'm lost. Do you know which way to go?
That way.
Okay.
Oh, don't video me like this. I look terrible.
More, and all there that you can put it inside.
This is a big project over here, the reforestation of the lower parts of the Sierra Nevada. 80% of the native forest is damaged already. This has to do with the pastime. It's very famous, the bad image of Colombia 40 years ago. These lands were full of legal productions, and this is now changing. Now there's tourism here, there are safe lands, it's possible to come or to use the tourism in order to make these projects, to have again a forest here in the lower parts and well, to give a new future for the local kids.
Para que ustedes nos ayuden, para que vengan mucho más personas a conocer este territorio. Anteriormente Colombia tenía un lado oscuro, un lado rojo, pero hoy hay un lado verde, un lado de alegría, de naturaleza.
They see the tourism, as Michal said, as a flower, which is growing and growing and growing in order to attach good things. Bird watching, bird tourism in the Sierra Nevada is growing constantly. We are in one of the most diverse mountain ranges on our earth. Old red zones, dangerous areas, they're turning green now in order to be safe and to have a good future.
Fresh orange juice, fresh from the jungles of Colombia.
Really good.
How are you going there?
Good, yeah.
Nice Sunday morning walk.
This is one of those treks through the jungle in the mud and the rain.
Keep going, keep going. Hold it on down the front.
How are you doing, Bridget?
I'm just trying not to fall this point. I'm literally going like 0.1 mile an hour.
You're doing
That's snail's pace.
This is like combination Olympic sport, mud wrestling and hiking.
Oh, you've ditched the flip-flops?
Yeah, he told me to. I would have died by now. Okay, this is awesome. This is so great.
How's everyone doing?
Awesome! So good.
Just waiting for Michael Douglas to pop out.
Give me an M!
Shotgun.
You! Give me a D!
What
we got?
I just want to see one person slide and then take everyone else out. Come on. Okay, so we've arrived in the camp and we've all put on dry clothes and feeling nice and cozy. And these are the bunks, so they're really good mosquito nets. And it looks like you get a sheet on the beds and a blanket and a pillow. And yeah, it's just nice. It's going to be good.
The camp is nice. There's a lot of other people over there. Food tables, there's bunks. My bunk is there.
Oh, this is light.
Where's your light?
Yeah.
So this is the toilets and the showers.
There's the kitchen over there.
What's the food like?
Oh, the food is good. The fish last night was so good.
Says Darry showing the local kids the drone footage.
Today we're going for a 4-hour walk in the morning and then another 4-hour walk in the afternoon.
Early start, we're up at 5 o'clock. On the road by 6:30. And it's a beautiful day, look at that. 9-mile trek today, which it takes 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon. And even though 9 miles doesn't sound that much, the terrain you've got to go over is quite challenging. Yeah, we're hoping to get as much mileage underfoot before it starts raining, because it rains regularly every afternoon. Yesterday was a bit different in that it rained all day, which explained the mudslide we had to come down at the end of the day to get to the hostel. The hostel itself was actually quite a luxury. Had mosquito covered beds, food was superb, more like glamping than camping. We had washing lines to dry the clothes out, but they didn't get dry overnight, so basically we had to put wet squelchy clothes on this morning. It's not cold, so it's not as bad as it would be in Northern Europe or somewhere like that. But we were wanting to shake all the clothes out before we put them on in case of spiders and snakes and whatever.
Yeah, like one day, not too far in the future.
Look like this, we can open it and we got 2 beans.
Oh, okay.
We put it in the water to wash it, to take out this sticky.
Yeah.
And then we let them dry.
A roast.
Dry with the sun.
Okay.
And then with the machine we open it and we get a green bean inside.
Yeah. We keep stopping these mud holes where we're trying to get past. We've got all of the walking equipment and survival gear. And right behind us we've got part of the local tribe who are just kind of tagging along, and the grandmother is actually making a hat as she's walking, and we're holding them up. It just goes to show, doesn't it, how soft we've become in the West.
This is a good man.
How's it done? With a baby on the back.
Kogian.
That's amazing.
Kogian.
Kogian, yeah.
Indianese people, Taiwan,
Yeah.
descendants.
Oh, the descendants of the
Yeah.
Taiwan Indian people.
And those are the people who built the Lost City.
Yeah, de Los City.
Yeah.
Él es una persona importante para la comunidad, muy importante
person in the
de
community.
comunidad.
Oh, this lady.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
she's-
does she want to go ahead?
Yeah. Dale, compa, adelante.
I think they're following.
Okay.
Watch out, Brian.
No? No? No, okay.
I'm just amazed that they're doing it in bare feet. They're doing it in bare feet as well.
So we got the first bit of the walk out the way, which is the hardest bit and the hottest. So now it's kind of more levels out. Yeah, it's been tough. We're good. And the kids are kind of raced ahead, so we can only catch up with them at these kind of pit stops. The locals kind of have these little gift shops, and they give out watermelon and sell water and orange juice and things like that. It's nice, it brings something to the local economy. We've just passed by Kogi village. We're not allowed to go in, but we can skirt on the outsides and ask questions. And it's really interesting. The grass huts are quite close together, and they've got 2 sticks coming out the top, and apparently that is like an antenna which connects with the mountains, because there's 2 peaks.
They live from the jungle. They plant, they hunt, they fish. They use all plants around to survive. But the Colombian government built them a new hospital, as you can see, and now they have also vaccines to take care of them.
Porque es una obligación del gobierno colombiano colocar una vacuna a un pequeño como él sobre el sarampión. Si el sarampión viene acá y no son vacunados, se mueren.
For example, we have a disease. There are red spots in the skin for children. How do you call that?
Chicken pox.
Chicken pox. Okay. He's explaining that it's very important that all these children got that vaccine, otherwise they cannot survive. Also, there are some history that all these people, they believe they die because the Spanish conquistador, when they brought a lot of new disease for them. Yeah, also he's explaining that it's very important of what they think the indigenous about the tourism. For them it's very nice and you're more than welcome, because before they had a lot of violence with the people that were taking care of this with weapons. Then no more that, now we just have tourists. You can imagine how these people is happy seeing all this full of tourists, because you bring more opportunities for them. Also, like, we are in the territory of the indigenous, and all this is territory of them. some of the money that you pay, also some of this money goes for them.
Solo quieren un turismo con respeto. Por ejemplo, ahora no podemos volar el dron ahí.
Yeah, for example, they just want that we all of us respect them. And we can cross, we are going to cross for a while for the small village of them. We can take some pictures, but we cannot go in. 3 states. Then Magdalena, Cesar y La Guajira. And then
So
all of them are
the
there.
tribes are separated in different areas.
Entonces están separados en diferentes áreas.
Sí, claro. El poderoso como Pablo Escobar, con mucho dinero, pero con mucha maldad.
Pablo Escobar was in here with a lot of powerful, but he was a very bad person.
Hay carteles, Cali, Medellín, Santa Marta, mucho dinero, pero mucha violencia.
Yeah, he also explained a lot of cartels with power, by the way, a lot of violence also.
El dinero de la cocaína no hace una iglesia,
The
no hace una escuela,
the money of
solo mansiones y solo...
he said just this money that came from the drugs and the coke, they don't build a church or a school, they just build
Machine guns.
huge apartments and machine guns and weapons, just violence. Colombian women, they cannot see the children, they cannot see the husband because all of them die for this violence. Well, 20 years ago, in the place where we arrived, starting the tour, 20 years ago, they didn't have any school. They didn't have a teacher, nothing, that nobody were studying. That is the one important history of the coke that nobody knows.
Poquitos con mucho dinero.
Yeah, a few portion of people, but with a lot of money.
Y mucho.
And a lot of people without anything to eat.
The way that their marriage is arranged is quite unusual, and at puberty, the boys, the girls, or the young men and young women are basically giving to an older person to be trained in all things marriage, and that includes everything. And the shaman gives special herbs to the girls so they don't get pregnant, and when they've passed that sort of initiation ceremony or that training camp, whatever you want to call it really, and then the shaman arranges a marriage within the tribe with other young women and men of their own age, which challenges a few of your belief systems in the West.
It's been going on in their culture for a long time, so it's not really for us to judge. I mean, I think if we did judge it, we'd find that we'd probably be quite uncomfortable with that idea. The idea that our girls, the same age as Rowan, have already had training with an older man, so that they can, get married themselves. But I think it's really important to remember that everything's relative, and the way we see things is different to the way they've seen things.
So after a pit stop, lovely meal of chicken and chips and a swim in the ice cold water, we're off again, and this bit is shorter but steeper, and they're expecting rain this afternoon, so we're going to get extremely wet again.
And the swim was the best bit, definitely. The food, there's so much food, I actually feel really full. It's more than like 3 cooked meals a day. Crazy.
Photobomb.
Are you finding it like too much food? This is the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, and we are about here now, and the Lost City is about there. But now we're about to go up for 60 minutes, quite steep, so we're going to drink some water.
One thing you don't actually capture on camera is the mosquitoes. As soon as you stop for a rest, the mosquitoes swarm around you. So you've got to keep going. It's a good incentive.
Okay, so we just had some fruit. We stopped at the top of the hill for some yummy pineapple and orange, and now we're off in the afternoon. The rain started. The rain has started. So we're all ready for it. I've just
gone right down to my swimming trunks now, because I'm basically going to get wet anyway, so I might as well just do it in my swimming stuff. And it's opened up a bit now. I'm going to show you some of these little villages that are around. So if you look, you can see this is the valley we're going down now. And if you can see in the distance, there's a little house. Someone lives over there. And someone lives over there as well. So there's a little hut here. Someone must live here. There's some bananas up there, not ripe yet. Or it could be plantain as well, actually. And there's people have just, it's like there's a pit to spot, and that's where they decide they're going to live, in their little houses. And yeah, we're going deeper into this beautiful, beautiful national park, this reserve, the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. It's amazing. Here we go. See how wet we get and muddy. We didn't expect to see pigs on the trail, but they are having a great time having a little route around.
Well, I won't lie, this has been one of the toughest treks I've ever been on. I mean, I thought yesterday was difficult, but this one is just, it's like jungle training. The kids are managing okay. Mind you, I'm carrying Ewan's bag here, so that doesn't help.
You used to just wade through the rivers, and now they kind of got these bridges, but they only kind of let one or two at a time, which is kind of a little bit worrying, but I'm just glad there's a bridge. I'm going across it. We're going 3.
This is so dodgy. Alive! The other thing the guides tell us to look out for is the mules we go past, because apparently they don't stop for anybody, and so if you happen to be on the edge of a path and a mule comes past, it'll just knock you straight off the path. The other thing is you get these young kids just leading these mules, almost running up and down these tracks which we can barely crawl up ourselves.
I think we arrived, Camp 2.
Shower and you're clean, we are going to show you where you're going to sleep.
So as you can see, we made it just in time.
So stay tuned for the next episode when we complete this final journey to the lost city and back again. A big thanks for watching, and especially thanks to our patrons who make these videos possible. If you'd like to become part of the Patreon family, then follow the link in the description below, or just put Mothership Adrift Patreon and I'll take you to the right place.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing ho, hey.
Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing, and don't forget we have another channel which is dedicated to boat maintenance called Mothership Maintenance. So it'd be great if you subscribe to that too. Thank you. And don't forget to check out our new t-shirt designs available on our merchandise store.
Away we go.
So maybe everyone's going to get a chance of actually replacing some of this beautiful flora.